We're looking at a GSG 22 caliber AK47. This is imported to the U.S. by American Tactical Imports, ATI. It's basically a very accurate, not 100% accurate, but a very accurate 22 caliber version of the AK47. It's made by GSG, who's been making these MP5 clones in 22 caliber. So let's just start taking a look at some of the features. It's got real wood, not quite the same exact shape as an AK, but pretty darn close. It's got a pistol grip, again, not exactly the same as an AK, but pretty close. It's got full wood up front on the handguards. It's missing the cutout, so it's not exactly an AK, but again, pretty close. I think from about 6 feet away, most people would consider this to look just like an AK. There's a pretty obvious slot down the magazine, which AKs don't normally have. Of course, this is a 22, it's a single stack, it's a 24 round magazine, and it's actually a pretty efficient magazine for a 22 because you'll be able to see the rounds as you're shooting them. It's got the Kalashnikov logo there, made in Germany. It's probably an aluminum receiver. It's meant to be sort of a mixture between a milled or a stamped AK. It's not really one or the other, it's sort of a hybrid. Looking from this side, we've got, again, the stock. It's not really a correct trunnion, but pretty darn close. It does have a removable dust cover to show a very substantially different bolt. Of course, it's a 22, so the bolt doesn't, doing this backwards and upside down, the bolt doesn't travel anywhere near as far as a real AK. But again, they had to make some differences because of the small 22 caliber case. Again, you can see the magazine, a little bit different, but again, from far away, it looks pretty darn close. You can see the engravings there. There's no bayonet mount on it, and the cleaning rod is a little different. It screws in, but it is a cleaning rod, so it will work for cleaning, and it will be useful for removing something stuck in the barrel. It does have a removable muzzle nut. Actually looks pretty dead on, just a little bit different scale for the size of barrel. Front sight post is a little different, but from a few feet away it looks about right. Very similar in use. Like I say, the bolt is a little bit different size because it's for 22 long rifle instead of the 7.62, but still operates fairly pretty close to the same way. Once the bolt's closed, the safety works in a similar way. Much different, but works in the same way. The magazine releases the same way. It's a plastic parts instead of metal parts. And then we're back to the rear releaser. Overall, very nice quality 22 version of the AK. And I think something that most kids would be more than happy to shoot. And the price tag is a little less than most AKs.